What is up? You are checking out the World of WWE podcast. I know you have missed us, and we for sure have missed you. I am Ant, and when I'm talking about we, I am talking about my two favorite people. Introduce yourselves.
What's up, guys? It's Macho Man Dan. Dig it!
And Latino Heat Carlos.
I love the enthusiasm from Dan and the cool Latino Heat coolness from Carlos. I still don't have a name, moniker for
Weren't
myself.
you like something of the West or something like that?
I don't know.
You were supposed to be something like Jimmy Hart or something. I remember that.
I was like the south of like the northeast.
Yeah,
Thing.
you were the south, the mouth of the south.
The mouth of the South or something like that.
The mouth of the northeast. I don't know if I really like that.
Just keep it like that until you figure out one.
Yeah, but it sounds kind of like the mouth of northeast.
I mean, we picked it. We did. What did we pick? We picked something for a reason. Because like we all have a reason for it.
The mouth of Connecticut.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't fit my personality at all. Anyways, we will.
I don't even realize. I forget why mine is Macho Man Dan. I don't even remember that one.
I think because you just kept. I don't know. Maybe.
I think it was because, like I said, dig it a lot or something like that. I don't think.
Okay.
Oh no! It's because of my bad impressions. That's why.
Oh yeah, because you turned. Yeah.
We're not gonna get in that air because that's embarrassing.
I love that. That is definitely in the vault. So yes, before we talk about SmackDown, because that's what we are here for this past week's episode, I do want to say a little. I feel like we have to have a funeral for all of those who we've lost in the month that we haven't recorded. We haven't made a show since October. Guys, so
really, it's been that long.
So a lot obviously has happened. There were numerous wrestlers who were released from WWE.
Some good and some bad.
I'm just gonna go over the ones that I feel are not that they're a huge loss to WWE, but just I feel like are shocking. Keith Lee got released. Karrion Kross, Scarlett. We know Nia Jax, who, I mean...
Good riddance. Goodbye. Don't hit your ass on the way out the door.
She provided endless entertainment for me to laugh when she would hurt R-Truth and many other male wrestlers.
He wouldn't even know half of those things if I didn't tell him.
I feel like Nia is like the one I'm the most saddest for because now I have nothing to laugh at. I feel terrible. I love Nia Jax, but I do feel bad.
I am ashamed to hear you say that, Anthony. You have no idea.
Well,
they're still all human beings,
Well, I feel like...
But she did not generate the right heat. I will tell you that much.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing. I think that Nia... Why don't we just quickly take a little deep dive into our thoughts? So you guys, it seems like, Dan, you're happy that Nia is gone. Carlos...
Goodbye. Good riddance.
What do you...
I mean, I agree with you. And she's not because she hurts everybody. She's a horrible wrestler, but she's still a human being. I'm not gonna just shit on her. But apparently she just needed some more time off because she was dealing with depression and stuff. But they refused to give it to her. That's kind of the fucked up part of that.
Well, listen, when you fucking injure someone like R-Truth, I'd be depressed too.
Oh my god!
I'm joking.
You're so.
I'm joking.
Well, no. I also want to. I hate to remember this, but I don't know if any of y'all remember. She was in a really weird love angle with Enzo Amore a few years ago. If anybody remembers that.
Oh yeah, just want to throw this out there. She did concuss Becky Lynch. So
she did kind of, to be honest, and I'm not saying this if it wasn't for her, if you think
she wouldn't have been the man.
Technically, I mean, she didn't break her nose. I mean, everyone
taking credit for becoming the man. Really? Okay.
No, listen. The man was Becky Lynch. Her, bleeding. But if she wasn't bleeding, they wouldn't have believed her to be as tough as she is. You know what I'm saying?
Or give her the respect that she deserved.
Yeah,
right?
took it.
Okay, but I think it's a little stupid to give her a bit of credit for
I
that.
would, yeah. Well, then how else would she have gotten that much? Do you really think? Because think about it, before that, Becky Lynch, no offense, and she's my favorite, but she was the last woman that you thought of the four horsewomen. And then she gets punched by fucking Nia Jax.
No, the last person I thought was Sasha, but that's okay. We'll go with that.
Well, I'm talking about in WWE's eyes.
I guess that's true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was
like the last person to come up to the main roster out of the four of them.
Well, no, Bailey was, but the thing is, Bailey had a good following. Becky did too, but she was more forgettable. You know, it wasn't a
like she kept on getting turned on by her friends.
Yeah,
she was like the one to be turned on.
Yeah,
and Sasha and Charlotte were like feuding.
But let's be fair here.
Until she moved to SmackDown, that was a blessing for her.
But yes, technically, I guess you're right. She's a bit of the reason why, but I still think it's crap to give her all the credit.
No, I'm not giving her. Becky Lynch is the man based on her own. I have a new little funny quote. The only man I'm into is Becky Lynch. That should be like a shirt.
Oh my God, Anthony.
That should be a shirt. The only man I'm into is Becky Lynch.
Where are you seeing that, like on the internet?
But honestly,
no, I created it in my head, guys.
No, you did not.
You did
not. I'll look that up. I'll look that up and watch me find it.
All right, go ahead.
I do agree with you that even though technically, yes, it was a good thing for her, I still think it really demeaned Seth Rollins. You know, because it was like, oh, I'm the man's man, or something. I don't know. That was just really stupid to me. It felt like it demeaned him more than anything.
Yeah, no.
Don't get me wrong. Becky's still one of my favorites. I still love the man character, but it's like, okay.
Yeah, no, guys, I'm telling you, I created it. Look it up. The only man in my life is Becky Lynch. There's nowhere to be found. I am a genius.
He is a genius.
I'm a marketing strategist.
He's gonna be like Homer Simpson. He's gonna call himself a genius. He's gonna spell it wrong. Meanwhile, he's burning his freaking college degree.
You guys want to know how it happened? I was trying to post a picture of her, and it was like an attractive picture of her, and I was gonna post it to my Instagram stories, and I was like, "What's a cute little phrase?" And I was like, "Well, she calls herself the man, and I'm not, you know." I don't.
You don't bad for the same team.
Yeah, so that's why that little, no offense to anybody that does, good for you. But that's not my cup of soda. But if I thought it was cool to say, the only man in my life is Becky Lynch. Because she's
cringe, but it's creative. I'll give you that.
Come on, you could just wear this shirt if you're really a big Becky fan. Anyways, so Nia Jax, I love return to her, but I do feel like she will be seen somewhere. I don't like how now they're pretty much using Doudrop. I feel like once Doudrop came on the roster, like, fuck Nia Jax, we now have a new, bigger girl. Because it's kind of like what happened. I mean, now Doudrop is becoming a heel, so I think it's kind of like...
Oh, God. Why do they have to have a big woman on the roster and have them be heel? Why?
Well, because, I mean... I think it's fucked up because just because you're big doesn't mean that you think less of
yourself. She actually knows how to wrestle though.
No, true, but he does have a good point because it's like when you make a bigger woman heel, you're making it seem like they're mad or resentful that they're not skinny or like, oh, you're just a blonde.
Which is exactly the reason that pisses us off about a few things, like the whole bullying shit. Like, come on,
yeah,
children here.
Doudrop looks like she should be working at. Doudrop looks like she should be working at like a Dunkin' Donuts or something.
Yeah, but she is really good. And fun fact, she is married to Excalibur, who is a announcer on AEW. But anyway,
I was gonna be like, who the fuck is that?
He announces on the other show. Anyways, Karrion Kross was fired. I'm upset about that. He didn't get a great.
I lost all my hope in him once he lost to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. That's WWE's choice to make moves.
I know, but I lost.
He lost all hope in WWE to give him a good chance.
Okay.
All his character.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, once I saw him lose to Jeff Hardy, I'm like, all right, yeah, WWE's not gonna do anything with him. And I thought he could have been like a huge player. He could have been like a huge
A lot
His
of
promo
people
skills are great.
but no, they didn't do anything with him.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah,
got
honestly, it is what it is.
I feel bad that they got, because let me tell you something. Karrion Kross's character in NXT was killer. If the fans were in attendance when he premiered, or not premiered, he debuted, or like even when it was just intense, kind of like
A magical moment.
Yeah, magical moment. No, but it's kind of like the way he enters the ring and like everything was very cool. But then he was brought up. They didn't use Scarlett, and I can understand why people look down on him because he had a stupid gimmick, but he was a powerhouse. Check out NXT if you think little of him, because
cheap little plug right there.
Yeah, stupid Peacock. Yeah, so but it's sad that he's
anything
gone.
about Peacock, but okay, Anthony.
I'm very, very sad about Keith Lee. When I saw him, he was the first, aside from like the older big guys like Bam Bam Bigelow and like all those dudes, Vader, he was the first big guy that I've seen recently to fucking just do impressive, just moonsaults and jumping through like just intense.
Who, Keith Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, in NXT.
No, I know. I remember watching the him versus Adam Cole for the NXT North American and World title. That's one match I did watch.
He was a fucking beast. And again, they changed his character.
They gave him a stupid theme song.
Yep. And he's gone, so I feel very upset about that. He's like one of
Didn't they call him like the Tiger or something?
They called him Keith Bearcat Lee. And if you look up a Bearcat, it really makes no sense.
I find it funny how they literally had him in the draft and then boom, just get the fuck released. Get the fuck out of here.
But I do feel like a lot of these wrestlers, and there's a lot more too that were released.
One person I want to also say I'm glad is gone. Goodbye, Eva Marie. Go fucking.
Oh yeah, she was gone.
Go
yeah, Marie is gone.
Fucking somewhere else. I don't
you know
like
what's funny? Listen, you guys are gonna laugh at this. When they released Eva Marie, I said this out loud to her. I said, "Already?" I was like, what?
Already?
I was like, "Damn, they just brought her back."
I just said, finally.
I was like, finally, they got rid of her. I was like, it took you this long?
I was shocked.
Listen. She could do anything else that she wants, just not wrestler. Anything else she could do. She could be a model. She could do anything else that she wants.
Well, that is if she doesn't have another wardrobe malfunction.
But anyways,
be honest here. I ain't lying.
So there were a lot of releases. And a lot of things are happening. I do want to go.
I was probably most pissed about B-Fab.
Oh yes, B-Fab.
That was probably the one that got me so heated.
Yeah, they got rid of her singing over the song, the entrance music. Yeah. So also, I have just a little news for you, everyone, too, listening. We are approaching the end of the year, which of course means it is our second annual World of WWE's podcast, Slammy Awards 2021. We are going to be picking our favorite matches, our favorite male wrestler of the year, our favorite female wrestler of the year, our favorite moment of the year, and much more. So be sure to tune in for that. We will be giving you more.
Who knows? We might even release a little bit of bloopers. Who knows?
Oh my gosh, yes, maybe. I have to find.
Because we wanted to do that last year, but we just didn't end up doing it.
I have to find some and see if I can put them.
Well, you can also think of it like this: our second annual year, except for me, the first.
No, but you were part of the Slammies last year.
I wasn't. No, I guess you could think of our first year of actually fully doing this, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because I did join and I did, and you know what's funny? No, I want to say this. It's funny because I bet a lot of people didn't expect me to last. Meanwhile, we brought in 10 other people who didn't last.
Well, Dan.
Dan's down. Dan, we the ones.
We the ones, brother. We the ones.
Well, also there will be some new announcements coming. There's a big announcement coming.
I wonder what it could be. What do you think it could be, Carlos?
I don't know.
Anthony won't tell us what it is, so.
Ooh, great.
Hopefully it's about wrestling. Wink, wink.
Maybe, yeah. I think it is about wrestling, and I do think that it will be important. So if you are an avid listener or avid supporter of the World of WWE podcast, make sure you tune into the second annual Slammy Awards because there will be important news, channel changing, life altering news. I promise. I promise.
Better be good.
If it's not life altering, that's okay.
Then he
But
failed at his job, and we shall fire him.
Will the news be elite?
Yeah, I hope not. But what I will say is that the news is. Wait, Carlos, did you say was it a leak?
Will it be
No, he
elite?
said all elite.
Oh, all elite. I don't know. There's possibly there's been talks about that, but I don't know.
Maybe he's leaking something.
Oh, who knows? Maybe. So we've dropped a couple of hints here. Let's see if you're able to piece
Piece things together.
things together. Wink, wink.
Even though me and Carlos don't actually. Well, maybe Carlos knows. I don't fucking know what it is.
Dan, you really don't know?
I really don't know.
Oh, great then. Okay, cool. Then we have a real surprise then. Okay, great. All right, so yes, tune into that, and we'll give you more information when the second annual Slammy episodes premieres. Okay, so let's talk about SmackDown. This is what everyone came here for. SmackDown came to us from Norfolk, Virginia. It was November 12th. 12th. Isn't that weird the way I said that?
12th. I didn't know we had a November 12th now.
Well, how do you say November 12th, right?
November 12th, not 12th.
November 12th?
12th.
No, that's not November 12th. What?
November 12th.
Yeah, November 12th.
I'm hearing. I heard 12th.
I don't fucking know. It was November 1-2, okay? November 12, 2021.
Hey, jeez, no need to get a little shit there, Anthony.
God, I feel like Kevin Owens. No one believes me or trusts me right now, man. All right. So
Maybe he'll go quit on screen.
Oh, maybe. Well, I mean, it would have to be through this little podcast forum here because you aren't on screen, Dan, but it's okay.
Sorry for being like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, shame. Okay, so let's start off. So we start off SmackDown with a match. We're seeing Shotzi, Natalya, and Shayna Baszler taking on Aaliyah, the Boss, Sasha Banks, and Naomi. And it was a decent match. Natalya went to apply the sharpshooter and the ring on Aaliyah, but Aaliyah was able to reverse into a pinfall, of course, with Naomi helping her with the reversal, allowing her team to get the win. So Aaliyah, Sasha, and Naomi pick up the victory. Carlos, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it weird? Do you think it's weird seeing that Sasha wasn't really the main player here? It seems like she was, but it seemed like Aaliyah.
She makes other younger. She gives other stars chances too.
Okay, all right.
Younger stars. But one thing I think, guys, like they didn't start the match right away. Like they did have a segment like where they introduced everybody of the team, and then Sasha came out, and then they had a whole brawl like happened and all that. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, that
we gotta mention all that.
I know, but I mean that stuff sort of like happens all the time. It's like, of course, like even with the Raw, like they started off with a tag match, then it turned to like a 6-person, like like they always do that shit. I mean, but okay, yes, they all came down and fought with each other before the match. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, I'm like the only one who cares.
No, I mean they did fight with each other, but I'm just asking you because, in my opinion, I'm surprised. I feel like
One thing though, I think it's very weird not seeing Sasha in the title picture where I think she belongs. But I guess she is Alliance team leader, so that is something.
Yes, and I guess they're doing this thing for Survivor Series, but Aaliyah got the victory. Dan, what do you think of the match and Aaliyah?
The match was okay to start off the show. I mean, it was I don't really know. I don't really have a big idea on what I was supposed to think,
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure I'm correct. Let me just check here. So for Team SmackDown, as of this episode, the team is Sasha Banks. She's a captain. Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and Aaliyah, correct?
Yes.
And
They actually okay.
Well, wait. Well, don't say that yet. Don't say that yet. Hang on. Wait a minute, Carlos. Breathe. So in that moment, so pretty much everyone except for Naomi in the match is for Team SmackDown. What do we think of Team SmackDown going into Survivor Series? Do we like them?
It looks like an interesting team.
Yeah.
Looks a bit promising.
They always fucking throw Natalya into Team SmackDown.
Yeah, and isn't she always like the first one eliminated?
She's a veteran in the game. You gotta respect her.
I know, but Jesus fucking right.
They could have put Naomi in there instead of Natalya.
Thank you. Yes. So all right. So yes, it's just the kind of match I guess ready for Survivor Series. Next, we see a backstage segment. Sami Zayn is practicing a speech in the mirror to kind of get his Survivor Series team ready for the match. Jeff Hardy was there watching him the entire time, and Jeff told Sami that his speech sucked really bad. The continuation of the issue between those two. But then we have a lot of backstage segments tonight. We then see Leah backstage. Aaliyah's excited that she won her first match and to be on the Survivor Series team. That's when this nasty bitch, Sonya Deville, who she is nasty, walks up and she asks how long she has known Natalya. And I don't know why. I guess she's maybe asking her that in a sense of Natalya is not a good trusting person, maybe. But anyways, Sonya then tells her that Aaliyah is no longer on the Women's Survivor Series team. So what do we think about them constantly replacing the team members? I feel like this is the first time this has actually happened. I mean, I'm sure it's happened before, but this is a continue.
Yeah, it's kind of just pissing me off at this point.
Yeah, it's weird. What about you, Dan? What do you think?
Okay. I mean, I really don't know what to think.
Yeah, it's a very strange Survivor Series the way it was put together. But yeah, so as of this epised, Aaliyah,
it just needs more attention. That's really what it needed, was attention. And he didn't bother to give it to him.
I feel like what happened was one. I feel like it was either SmackDown or Raw. They were 2 weeks into Survivor Series. Vince was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! I forgot to do qualifying matches," and he just announced them right there.
So Carlos, I think you're giving us hope that maybe this entire year Vince was in his hibernation routine, and now he's finally woken up, and maybe we will see something. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
But no, I do. I am excited to kind of see, but I'm not super looking forward to.
The build was horrible, but the teams look great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the matches will be good, but I'm more of a person who I like stories. Give me why they're fighting. But anyways, it will be good. Next, we see Roman Reigns backstage.
Oh, this one have a lot to say about, but okay, go over that.
Roman says that Kayla's either there to talk to the tribal chief or flirt with the wise men. Roman basically tells Kayla to have Paul Heyman talk to her. Paul says that Roman has advised him to raise the stakes with King Woods. If Roman defeats King Woods, Roman will bend the knee and acknowledge Woods. And if wait.
Wait, can I say the rules? Can I say the rules, please?
Yes, Carlos, you may say them.
Okay. This is big quotes here because I've seen a lot of people bitching and complaining about what happened on SmackDown, but clearly the rules were if Roman loses, we'll get to that at the main event. If Roman loses, he has to take a bend of the knee.
Yep.
And if he refuses to bend the knee, he will be stripped of the Universal. If he refuses to take a bend of the knee, he will be stripped of the Universal Championship and barred from SmackDown. But if same thing. Well, yeah. All right, keep going in.
Yep, no, I hear you. So basically, what you're trying to say is that the contract says simply that Roman has to bend the knee if he loses. It doesn't necessarily say he has
But
to.
if he refuses,
What does bend the knee even mean?
just take
Basically,
a bend of the knee.
basically bending the knee is like you are praising the other person in front of you, like you are acknowledging that person as your king or leader or like whatever.
But I'll get to why I went over the rules like so clearly over like that when we get to the main event, because like I've been hearing a lot of people like talking crap.
And
Like,
I'll talk about my thoughts on the main event more deep, but I will say, again, you guys are going to shit on me for this. I'm going to get heat from you guys, but I think that I don't really care about the storyline. Like Xavier Woods should not be in the main event scene of SmackDown. I don't understand why they're doing this. You already know that Roman Reigns is going to fucking destroy King Woods. Like, it's like, why bother? But
technically, it didn't happen like that. Xavier was kind of dominant.
well, it's King Woods now, right? Don't we have to fucking acknowledge his ass? Okay. Moving on, we now see Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs taking on Los Lotharios. And this is going to be really random, but Shinsuke Nakamura is not a champion, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is. Wow. Okay, he's the Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, well, the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs taking on Los Lotharios. And that's Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. And
Why are they fighting tag teams first of all? So he's a singles champion.
yeah, well, that I was just about to get there. And it was a decent match. Garza tagged in. Well, now he's only going to be referred to as Angel going forward, so it's not Garza anymore. So Angel tagged in, and he hits a springboard kick and gets the pin on our Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. You made a good point. Why is Shinsuke in a tag match? But a better point, why is the Intercontinental Champion?
He should be fighting Damian Priest at Survivor Series.
But he's also losing in a tag match against Los Lotharios. Why? He's the champion.
That's true.
But what do you guys
think? If they wanted them to lose the battleship and with Rick Boogs, that was a pin.
Yeah, I feel like Shinsuke doesn't need Rick Boogs. Like, I feel like he doesn't do anything for his character. It's just an extra person to come out, you know?
I love Rick Boogs. He's in the guitar and like Pat McAfee dancing on a table.
He's killed Elias, and that's why we never saw him anymore.
Rick Boogs?
Yeah, it's kind of like Dewdrop and Nia Jax. They replaced the person. By Elias. Remember that?
No, but at least Rick Boogs is good and he's over.
The whole gimmick of Elias rest in peace, he was never seen again. He really wasn't. They did the whole funeral thing. Remember? There was the gravestone. Anyways, Dan, your thoughts are similar? You don't really care.
I don't really care.
Oh. Okay.
I don't really got much to say about this SmackDown. It was just a meh.
Yeah. So Von Wagner is backstage with Adam Pearce. Von Wagner is a member of the NXT 2.0 roster. Adam Pearce questions Sonya Deville removing Aaliyah from the team, and Sonya says that it makes the team stronger, and she told Adam Pearce to do the same. Sami Zayn appears, and he demands Adam Pearce to remove Jeff Hardy from the team. Adam says that Sami will face Jeff later, and the loser will be removed from Team SmackDown. Sami begged the match to be canceled, but Adam Pearce made it official. So another match where the team member could be replaced. Next, we see Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, come down to the ring, and she talks about Becky Lynch. She says that Becky's gone from the Irish last kicker to the man to Becky Two Belts to big-time Bex. She says there's nothing natural about Becky Lynch. And she said that Becky's had her moments like WrestleMania 35 and SummerSlam when she beat the fastest rising star in 26 seconds. But at Survivor Series, Charlotte claims that Becky will get a new nickname and will be Becky Uh-Oh.
Becky? Oh, that's an interesting one.
Becky Uh-Oh.
That made like no sense.
And then Charlotte, makes, fun of Becky for coming back too soon from having a baby and not being able to beat Charlotte again. And she keeps saying uh-oh every time. Charlotte said that her nickname should be the Star Maker, because she made Shotzi relevant just by getting in the ring with her. And then Charlotte claims that she could beat anybody that comes into the ring, and that brings out Toni Storm. I was very happy.
She exists. She exists.
Toni comes down, and she said that Flair likes to talk about raising up the younger generation, but Flair doesn't do any of that. Toni says that Becky Lynch defended her title on Raw just over a week ago, but Charlotte hasn't defended her title since coming to SmackDown. Toni then challenges Charlotte to a match tonight for the title. Flair says absolutely not and leaves the ring. So what do we think first about Charlotte's attack on Becky, and then about Toni Storm challenging Charlotte? We'll start with you, Carl.
Attack? No, it was like more verbal attack, right?
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the promo was okay. I just didn't get the whole part.
Yeah, and what do you think about Toni Storm challenging Flair?
It's a new competition, and I love Toni Storm.
Yeah,
we haven't seen her in a while.
I'm a big Toni Storm fan too. How about you, Dan? What are your thoughts?
I have a huge crush on her.
Yeah, she got a nice booty.
I know.
I mean, she's good. I like her.
All right.
I like how she wears those cool sunglasses and the hat and all that. Like, she's so like cool.
Yeah, Toni Storm, a former NXT UK Women's Champion too. So, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a former champion. So I mean, listen, why not? All right. So I guess I mean, I'm excited. There's a bit more build to Survivor Series, so I'm excited about that. And it would be interesting to see Toni Storm and Charlotte Flair, since the two of them never really fought one-on-one. We then go to another backstage segment, and King Woods is asked about Roman Reigns, with Kofi fighting Roman Reigns and Kofi Kingston being out on the shelf. King Woods says that he would never bend the knee to Reigns. King Woods takes off his crown and says that with Kofi being hurt and Big E taking an apron powerbomb, New Day has had a rough week. But King Woods makes a royal decree that he will face down Roman and plant his fag. Oh my God.
Oh my God, how offensive.
And plant his flag in the name of King Woods. If Roman wanted to be king, it was time to get serious. So King Woods again trashing Roman Reigns. We then see another backstage segment. This episode should just be called Backstage at WWE. Aaliyah's on the phone talking about her Survivor Series dreams not coming true. Mustafa Ali walks up and tries to talk to her, but Ricochet comes over, pulls her away, and tells Aaliyah that she did a great job earlier and she shouldn't get down on herself. Mustafa looks upset, and we then go to Sami Zayn making his entrance. Constant backstage segments. I don't understand why, but that's what's been happening lately. So now we have Jeff Hardy versus Sami Zayn. The loser will be taken off of Team SmackDown for Survivor Series. Zayn attempts another. So he pretty much has decent match between the two. They keep going back and forth. Zayn attempts a cover out of the corner using the ropes for leverage, but the referee catches it. That's when Jeff hits a twist of fate and a swanton bomb for the win. So now Sami Zayn is off of Team SmackDown. After the match, Hit Row gave an interview, and there's a lot that was said, but they pretty much talked trash and said they were next up for the culture. Elsewhere, Jinder Mahal and Shanky try to rap battle Hit Row, and it was stupid and embarrassing.
It was cringe. That was cringe.
Yeah. Jinder called Hit Row Cringe Row at the end. And then we just see King Woods backstage. So again, a lot of just filler stuff happening. We then see.
That's the only backstage segment I had a problem with. The other stuff I didn't really mind. I like those little segments. I don't know. I enjoyed them.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, they're all for the story, so I understand. Rich Holland is interviewed backstage. He's asked about his effusive praise last week for Sheamus, and Rich says he was speaking from his heart. Rich says that he never thought he'd escape the streets of his hometown, and Sheamus showed him that it was possible to make a good living fighting the way Sheamus did. Cesaro shows up, and he says that Cesaro and Sheamus were at the bar together, but with Sheamus's attitude lately, Rich needs to be careful what he wishes for. Rich says that he would take Cesaro's place and be a more effective partner for Sheamus than Cesaro was, and Rich says that if you don't believe me, Sheamus will be here next week. So it seems like we're going to start to see some kind of teaming up of Sheamus and Rich Holland, which would be a dominant team. What do you guys think of that?
Pretty excited.
Wait, I couldn't hear both of you guys. Go ahead, say it again.
Oh, I said that's good.
That's good. Okay. How about you, Carlos?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see that. I just thought it was a little random, like him to be like, "Oh, I love Sheamus."
Yeah, it is kind of weird. But moving on, we're at our main event: King Woods versus the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Of course, the loser has to bend their knee, and this is a good match. King Woods went up top and landed a coast-to-coast elbow. He covered, but then the Usos pulled him out of the ring and attacked King Woods, leading King Woods to win by disqualification. After the match, the Usos tossed
I love this moment. Keep going.
King Woods into the stairs, and they beat down King Woods with the stairs multiple times. They then grab King Woods' crown. Roman Reigns bends the knee, and the Usos place their crown on top of Roman's head. And Roman smiles, and the Bloodline all raise a finger to close the show.
All hail King Reigns. What a moment that was.
So we'll start with you, Carlos. Go ahead.
So this is the reason why I emphasized the rules earlier, because all week I've been seeing on Twitter, Instagram, Roman should have been really took the title, should have been like barred from SmackDown, but the rule clearly stated if he refused to bend the knee, which he did. You even said it. He did take a bend of the knee when he did lose the match technically by DQ, but it was still a loss. He did take a bend of the knee, and he did, but just the way that people didn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But he didn't break any of the rules. Technically, it was around he made his way around it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Dan, your thoughts?
It was a good match. I mean, it was definitely a good main event. Xavier Woods and Roman Reigns, phenomenal wrestlers. Even though I'm not the biggest Roman Reigns fan, we all know that. He's a good wrestler, and so is Xavier Woods. I think they matched pretty well together. I mean, I'm upset the way Roman had to win, but oh well, whatever.
He didn't win though.
I mean, not win, whatever it was, I forget.
He was just the last one standing to close the show.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of. I mean, I didn't like that, but I guess it's a good thing for his character, I guess, because he's a heel.
Is this Roman's technically first loss since him being back, or are they going to count it as a loss, or what's going to happen here?
I mean, it is a loss. He lost by disqualification.
Yeah.
He lost by disqualification many times before too. I don't think it's a actual.
No, I don't think they really count it as a loss. But I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, because I mean, I think he's been disqualified before.
Not since he's been back, no?
Maybe. I don't know. So maybe this is his first loss. I don't know.
From him being back, yeah.
We'll have to see.
I think so.
On SmackDown next week. But yeah, that was the end of SmackDown. I mean, there are a lot of matches leading up to Survivor Series. Let's just quickly go over the matches that we know. We're seeing Team Raw taking on Team SmackDown. So far, the team of SmackDown is Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and a new member will be announced on SmackDown. On Raw, the teams are from this episode, so we will be covering this week's episode of Raw coming up. So at the time, Team Raw is Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Rey Mysterio. We're then going to see the 5-on-5 Women's Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw is the team of Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina, my favorite. Taking on Team SmackDown, which is Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and a member to be announced, which we will tell you about when we cover Survivor Series. We're also going to see the champion versus champions match. The Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. We're going to see the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
This is the match that I'm looking forward to the most, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All
This is going to be a good one.
We're then also going to see
Hopefully they don't put it on the pre-show.
No, I think they'll have it on the main show. We're going to see the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura taking on the United States Champion Damian Priest.
They announced that?
I think that one should be good.
They didn't announce that, did they?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, I mean, it has to be. I mean, the Intercontinental
is the
US
they did
champ.
not. hold on. You keep going, but hold on.
And then the main event is the Universal Champion Roman Reigns taking on the WWE Champion Big E. And Carlos will be there live at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn this Sunday, November 21st, for the Survivor Series. There's a lot of rumors. Roman Reigns has talked about The Rock not attending, but you never know. Carlos is looking up to see if Shinsuke versus Priest is actually happening. Pretty sure.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do not remember them announcing that. Okay.
So a total of 6 matches. We will be back with our. So let me tell you the schedule. We will be dropping our Raw recap. I'm hoping for Sundays, but look for the schedule to be like this. Trust me on this one. Okay. Saturday night will be our Survivor Series 2021 prediction episode. Sunday night, we'll be dropping our Monday Night Raw recap episode. And then on Tuesday, we will be talking about our Survivor Series recap. And we'll just go over all the schedule as it happens. But yeah, it's just come to us on Saturday. Please come to us. Listen to us. Wow. Listen to us on Saturday night to hear our prediction video for Survivor Series. Any last words, my friends? I've talked a lot. I guess not. All right.
We are at a loss for words.
You guys are at a loss for words. Sorry. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and gals, of course. You can definitely subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you also like the videos. The more you like, the more people know that we are here. So make sure you like the videos, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Stay notified when new content is created and released. Dan, please say it because I haven't heard it in a long time.
What, dig it?
No, well, why it's important to
I hate that you make me do this. It's very easy, guys. It just takes you a split second to do it, and it saves you about 5 minutes to look us up. So I mean, hey, go and do it.
that fills my heart. I hope it fills your heart too, everybody. But yeah, so definitely check us out Saturday night for our Survivor Series prediction video. We will see you soon. Stay safe. Oh, also, listen to us on Spotify. I almost forgot. We're on Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, and so much more. Check us out wherever podcasts are streaming. And also, I already said YouTube. And yeah, we will see you soon, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.